on Games Done Quick. We have a wonderful evening tonight of our wonderful cute show. My cute show. I'm Cutie Roo SR, the host for the show. And I have Yoshi's Woolly World. I got like all the little amiibos. I'm like all ready for this, and I'm like everything. I'm so excited. I love this one. And we have a wonderful, talented runner, Quill. I will have you introduce yourself and say hi and say your full entire name because I'm not going to butcher it.
That's quite all right. It happens all the time. Hi everyone, I'm Quill and all the fish. I speedrun Yoshi's Woolly World among other things. And I'm excited to be here today so I can show off this game to you guys.
Well, I'm looking forward to it, and I think we're going to try to go for the world record, right? We're going to kind of get into this.
So
awesome.
I currently have the world record, which is great. I'm still in disbelief about it, but it's very beatable, so we're going to try our best. I can't guarantee anything, but I'm going to try my best.
Well, I'm rooting for you to keep that world record. I want you to get a lower time.
Thank you.
Whenever you are ready, just let us know with a countdown starting with 3.
All right.
And we will start the time.
Sounds good. I do want to point out real quick that the category we're playing is any percent classic, which is going to be selected right here. This is classic mode or mellow mode. Classic mode bans the use of the level skip button, which makes the regular any percent speedrun super boring. The other thing that we're doing is called normal and 2 controllers, which will mean we're going to be playing with 2 controllers at some point during this run. Not at the beginning though, but we'll go ahead and get started. We can talk about all that as we get into the run. So we'll get started in 3, 2, 1, go. So this is Yoshi's Woolly World. We're going to start out skipping a cutscene, and we can get straight into the gameplay, which is great. I love that. I've done a few speedruns where there's an intro cutscene that you can't skip, and man, those get real annoying real fast during resets. So go ahead.
Resetting in this game, I would imagine. So that's my thing with like longer speedruns is like if I commit to it and then I reset in the middle of it, I don't know. Like I'm starting to learn that in longer speedruns, the reset, there has to be a point where you reset, where it's early enough.
Oh, yeah.
Do you do that with this game?
Yes. My big reset point for a while was 2-5. So there's 6 worlds in this game. Each world has 8 levels. So 2-5 would be like an hour in. Maybe I guess it's like 45 minutes in. Regardless, oh no, we saved it, but that was rough. So I don't have a ton of time, which has been a big thing that holds me back with this game a little bit. So sometimes it's like, okay, I'm going to warm up for half an hour because there's 48 levels in this game that I have to be ready to play. So I'm going to play the hardest ones, warm up on those and be ready, and then try to do a run. And if that run goes for 2 hours and then dies, that's all I have time for today. I don't have time to do another 2.5 hour long full attempt. So
yeah,
that's definitely not something that I was used to with other games that I've run.
Oh, what are other games that you run? If you don't mind me
I've run Chameleon Twist for 10 years, all the categories.
Oh, wow, that's a long time.
And then I've also played Super Sammy Roll pretty seriously. And between all of those, the longest one is Super Sammy Roll. And my PB in that is 48 minutes. So picking this game up at 2.5 hours-ish, much longer. And it was definitely a learning curve there. But what I was ready for. I think this might be my favorite game of all time, so I'm very excited to show it. However, I will not be running another game this long ever again, probably. So
you're like, this is the one and done for me on the game categories.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I know that feeling. I actually, hour is a good spot for me. Anything that's longer than an hour, though, it gets a little bit, I don't know. It's not that I don't want to do it. It's just, it's a commitment.
Yeah, I agree. I understand that 100% now.
So what got you, I always like asking, what got you into Yoshi Woolly World out of all the games?
You know, I think there was that video that existed about the one of the developers' spouses like made a crochet Yoshi, and then it inspired the whole game existing. And I saw that video, and I know that I didn't make that up because I've heard other people talk about that video, even though it sounds like a made-up story. But I think when I originally saw that, I thought that it was super cute, and I was like, I gotta check this game out. It looks really fun. And then it was really fun. And
Aww.
then when my wife and I started dating, way back in 2017, well, it was 2016, but then we played this game in 2017. It was the first game that her and I played together. And then we ended up replaying it. So when I was selecting my files at the beginning, files 2 and 3 are the files from my playthroughs with her. So I think that's really cute. And I've really enjoyed every playthrough I've had of this game. So it's fun. Any percent it's fun, 100%. 100% bit too long of a category for me. But, you know, playing it casually 100% is really fun. I guess I should probably talk about the game a little bit, huh?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, Yoshi's Woolly World, if you haven't been able to tell by now, is a 2D platformer. And one of the big gimmicks is that everything is a yarn or crafted type thing. Which is also really great with my wife because she does yarn and craft stuff all the time. Literally yesterday, she made 2 ducks with hats. Frog hats, specifically. Just crocheted them, sitting in... I was playing some Zelda. She was sitting on the couch with me, just making stuff. And I think that's really cool. She also made me a couple of Yoshis before, because we played Woolly World together. I don't know. It's a great time. But because it's all this crafted stuff, one thing that they did to, like, enhance the experience of the game is make all of the levels, like, very... I want to say, like, unique. Every level has its own little gimmick. And you really get to see that throughout the game. So, like, that one was the chomp rocks and the sponge material that you get to destroy. The next level has, like, roller things that act in a 3D manner, which is neat. But more importantly about the next level is you're going to see our first use of the 2 controllers. We'll get back to what the normal means. If you saw at the end of levels, there's like a pop-up for, and when I start a level, a pop-up to select a badge. The other option, okay, there's a everything's free. We call them freebies. I'll get back to that. That's real important.
Okay.
It is the biggest source of RNG in this game. Right here, it's a bad one. I'll get back to when it's good. So, 2 controllers. We're going to be playing in the co-op mode, but I'm going to have both controllers right here. And I'm going to be controlling both Yoshis at once, which, for most levels, is not as hard as it sounds. It's mostly just putting one Yoshi in an egg and running, or putting one Yoshi in your mouth and running. So this one, what we're going to be doing is skipping a ton of the level by coming over here with one Yoshi, spitting the other Yoshi out, doing a quick little controller swap, and try not to push my other controller off the desk, because that would be bad. Then we'd be losing the controller. So, that skips, like, the majority of that level, just doing that little skip there. And we're going to be doing that a few times throughout the run. Not a lot of levels have the two-player thing. And in fact, there's one entire world where we just don't use the two-player mechanic. But it also really helps with fighting this boss. Anyways, so this boss is really simple. We're going to be jumping on top of a giant Monty Mole 3 times. So while we're doing this, the badges. We'll be getting badges throughout the game. For instance, at the end of this level, we're going to be getting one of the most important badges in the game, the Fall in Pit No Problem badge, or Pit badge for short. And what that badge will do is if you fall into a pit, you just bounce out. Just straight jump right out of the pit. And we've been collecting these gems. You see I have 2,400 right now. That badge costs 7,500 gems. And we have planned in our route 3 times that we use that. Now, at the beginning of this level, I got what was called a freebie. What that does is it makes every badge free. You might be seeing where this is going. If I get freebies, that means I don't have to pay for the badge, which means I can then apply a badge to another level. After 4-4, we get a badge that just straight up makes you walk faster. So anything after 4-4, we want a freebie. And I think the most freebies I've ever gotten in a row is 2. So what happens is, if I can get freebies in a very good locations, like on the ones where we're already planning to use a pit badge, we celebrate. Because that means I saved 7,500 gems. The speed up badge costs 3,000. Now I get 2.5 speed up badges for free. So there's a little bit of mathematics going on while I'm playing this and trying to monitor how many gems I have. There's a little bit of, I need to go out of my way and lose this quarter second here because I can pick up 100 gems. And there are a few auto-scrollers in this game. We're going to be specifically active in the auto-scrollers because we're going to be using them to try to collect gems so we have enough for all of the badges that we want to use later on. And our gem count is pretty tight throughout the run. So we hope to see some freebies. Now, I say that, but my world record run got terrible luck. So if we just play really well, we don't need it.
Well, I'm hoping you're gonna get great luck. I'm hoping the bless RNG gods or whatever will give you great RNG tonight.
Me too. The other thing that we got going on is these little mini games sometimes. We saw an umbrella one.
Okay.
This next one is going to have the big Yoshi. And that's a fun one. We love big Yoshi.
Okay. Why? Okay, so why do we like the big Yoshi? I'm kind of curious. It piqued my curiosity.
I just think that he's cute, and it's really fun stomping through the level.
Okay, I was wondering if there was some
no, there's absolutely none.
I love it.
So this level, there is a little bit of tech that I do, and I'll try to show it off. It's going to be after the big Yoshi section. And it's just one of those things where it separates, do you know what you're doing in this game at a high level or not, right? So we'll point that out after the big Yoshi. The other thing we like about these minigames is they're huge gem farmers. I think this one by itself gets you 1,500 gems, which is great. That's half a speed up, or a bit of a fall in pit badge, which we need a bunch of. there's 3 levels where we planned ahead of time to use a Fallen Pit badge. So that's 22,500 gems that we need to collect for just those 3 levels. Unless we get the freebie, which is rare. But we take it. I have gotten all 3 of them as freebies before. Right there. There's the tech. I jumped and grabbed that guy instead of just grabbing him. You see how my feet are wheels and then they're not wheels? Yeah, you accelerate and just run faster if you have wheels. But you lose your wheels if you don't grab things while you're in the air. So I specifically planned to jump grab things a lot in this game. So we can preserve our speed. And that's just one of the little things. There's no resources for this game currently. There's no guide. The best I had was the previous world record video, where I just learned from that. And that's one of the things that I just didn't catch for months of playing this game.
I know for me, the giant Yoshi is just adorable.
They made an amiibo.
I forgot
right?
all the. I don't remember, to be honest with you. I know I have the other ones, the cute ones, but the big one I don't remember, to be honest.
Gotcha.
I gotta look that up. Let me see.
While you're looking that up, I do have the chat up right beside me, and I see a few familiar faces.
Sorry.
I'm real happy to see you guys.
Aww.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, thank you all for coming.
And to the over 1,000 of you that I've never seen before, hello, I'm Quill.
Yeah, do you have a Twitch? Do you stream?
Yeah.
You want to talk about that?
So, I do stream. Real quick, this minigame is farm for the any percent speedrun, the true any percent where you can use mellow mode. They farm this minigame for 25 minutes to get enough gems to skip every level. So that's that run. Anyways, yeah, I stream. I currently am working on trying to improve the Yoshi world record. I speedrun other stuff, and outside of speedrunning, I play competitive Pokemon, and I like to host a VGC style tournament with a special rule in place. So we've done things like Randomizer Cup. We've done Underdog Cup, which was only Pokemon that have base stats of 110 or less, from all my Pokemon nerds out there. Just all sorts of good stuff. I've done, I think it's 11 of them now, and they're always a really good time. So if you're into Pokemon, check that out. Additionally, I do what I call the pick-up platformer, which I love 3D platformers. I know this is a 2D platformer, but I love 3D platformers. They're my favorite genre by far of video games. And I decided to compile a list of all of the 3D platformers that I could find that didn't look so horrible that I'd want to throw my controller through the screen. It wasn't correct. The Incredibles, I almost broke a TV, but, we rolled with it. We still beat it. But I let the chat pick using channel points, which games I play. So if that's interesting to you, any of those 3 things, please check me out at twitch.tv/QuillAndAllTheFish. My link is in the title of the stream. I believe there's a pinned message. There's been shout-outs. I think there's a bot that posted it. You guys can find it. I believe in you. Look, my mom, who's in the chat currently, could figure it out. You guys can figure it out.
I think that's very sweet, by the way. Hi, Mom.
Oh, yeah.
Or I should say hi, Quill's mom. There you go. Hi, Quill's mom.
My parents love watching my stream, so...
That's really cool.
They chat occasionally, and everybody loves when they chat.
Yeah, no, I wish, my mom doesn't quite understand the streaming. It's not that. It's just more like doesn't know how streaming works, basically.
Yeah.
So it's really cool that your parents are there for you.
I wouldn't say they
And they know how
understand how it
streaming
works, but they do try.
Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair.
I called my parents right before I got on the call for this, and to make sure that they remembered that it was happening and stuff. And my dad just got a new cable box, and the vision impaired like audio description setting was turned on, and he can't figure out how to turn it off. So they're just watching TV with the visual descriptions of what's on the screen that they can see because they are not visually impaired and cannot figure out how to adjust the setting. So that's what was happening right before this stream, which is great. We're having a great time.
Good. I'm having a great time too.
Hi.
This is actually what I needed. This is great.
So here's Bert. We're going to pants Bert. And he's going to get so embarrassed that he dies. The game is rated E for everyone. There he is.
Yes. Aw. This game is so adorable.
So there we are. We are 1/6 of the way through the game.
I always forget about, like, I know, like, from Yoshi's story, you have that, like, whole little thing at the end because of Yoshi's story, but I forget how it's, like, in almost every single Yoshi game.
Yeah. He's very, very happy. So we're doing some menuing there, which lets us jump to the next world instead of having to take the like normal way where you run back and forth to things. And World 2 is probably the third hardest world in terms of the speedrun. Just every level in this world has something where it's like, man, that was difficult. For this level, it's managing your yarn. So we specifically go out of our way a little bit there to get 2 yarn balls because we need them for this upcoming section. What we're going to do is go across these sand dunes. That's definitely what those are. And we're going to hit that with a yarn ball. Now we have 4 yarn balls. We have a very specific amount of yarn balls. 1 breaks that, and we're going to activate this hidden block and go through this door, because it's the fastest door to go through to get to the next section. Now we have 2 again. And that means if we throw 2 at this egg block up here, we can get 6, which is the maximum amount. Then we're going to need all 6, so we have 2 there, and then we're going to need 4 in the next area. And it's just a balancing act here of making sure you have the right number of yarn at any time. And if you miss a shot in this level, you have to back it up because you need all of this. Because we're going to be jumping off of those 2 dudes. Here in a second, there's going to be a spike ball rolling at us that we have to destroy. And then we have to jump off of a 3rd dude. I don't know what the name of this type of piranha plant is.
Yarn plant? I think it's a yarn plant.
I'm going with it. They're the yarna plants.
I know I so far like kind of want to replay this game casually again. It's been so long since I played it casually, and it was actually really fun. I enjoyed it a lot.
It's a really fun game casually. It has something for everybody for sure. There's all sorts of goodies and hidden levels there's going to be like one level icon that doesn't get activated. You need to get all the flowers from every level in that world to unlock them. So there's really 9 levels per world. A chat saying Piyarna plant.
Piyarna plant? I like Piyarna plant. That's awesome. I like Piyarna plant a lot, chat. Thank you. Thank you for that. In the meantime, is it okay if I talk about a little bit of like our prize submissions for Awesome Games on Quick coming up?
Go for it. This level is kind of boring. And we have to do the worst
awesome.
transformation in the game.
That works. Well, in the meantime, I just kind of wanted to remind everyone of what's going to be coming up for Games on Quick. We do have our prize submissions that are live for Awesome Games on Quick 2024. If you are crafty and have a unique gaming prize that you would like to submit, go to the website to check out and get all the info. Submissions close January 1st. Also, join us on February 17th and the 18th for a celebration of Black speedrunning talent and Black joy, because Unapologetically Black and Fast is back. Submissions are now open for UBAF through January 9th. Use the command UBAF in chat for more information. So that is what's coming up for Games Done Quick.
Games Done Quick always does a great job. It has a super high production value for this scene of gamers. So I always like tuning in and catching some Games Done Quick action. I'm glad I can be a part of it. I think
me too.
The extent of my GDQ experience was commentating Chameleon Twist for Kefka 14, who I'm about to be talking about in this next level. So this level, we did some little tricks with the 2-player thing. The upcoming level is probably the hardest trick in the run. It definitely took me the longest to learn. And it took me the help of Kefka 14, who's an even longer veteran of speedrunning than me, to get it. Alright, so that's a bad freebie, because we don't need it, which is unfortunate.
Okay.
We don't have a badge that's helpful here, because we don't have the speed up. Otherwise, we'd be able to have a fun badge to use there. But now, because we got that freebie there, that just means there was a menu that popped up and we lost a couple seconds to that menu. Okay, so the beginning of this level is pretty basic. It's a chomp rock level, and we've learned that we can hit these wireframe chomp rocks. And if we do that, they become the pushable ones. Also, really like this strat here. You just hold right. That just works out if you hold right. So, anybody learning this game, do that. Also, if you want to learn this game, hit me up. We don't have a community Discord. The link on speedrun.com is broken. And I'd be happy to help anybody learn this game. So, what makes this level difficult? This coming trick is very much not easy. So, first of all, this is the only level in the game where I really have to control 2 Yoshis at once. So I'm going to be doing 2 things at once. Now this... Kefka 14 had to set up a metronome for me because they are a professional musician. And that is the only way that I was able to learn that trick. That timing is extremely tight. Do not be fooled about how easy that looked. And also, get ready, because we gotta do it again, but this time, it's harder, because I have to actually do stuff with the other Yoshi. So, yeah, this time I'm going to be the same trick, but I also have to throw a yarn ball and jump.
This is so cute. I love this. Oh, this is awesome.
Okay, we did it. That trick saves like 45 seconds. So...
Oh, wow.
It's pretty good.
That's a really good save.
Yeah, so the first one doesn't save that much time. The second one we have to go through another like gauntlet area that like we did to get one chomp rock to get a second chomp rock to do that one. So we just skip having to go to the entire left side of that stage. Okay. So, moving on, we're getting to 2-4. We're going to be seeing all of the even-numbered worlds fighting a giant Koopa, and all of the odd-numbered worlds fighting a giant Monty Mole. And they change up the fight a little bit each time. But this is also, the first level where we have Koopas. There's a few enemies in the game, Koopas, monkeys, and penguins, where instead of like being swallowed and turned into yarn, they stay in their form of some sort. So, if you guys have ever seen like Mario World or anything, you know that there's shell jumping. We will be doing shell jumps, penguin jumps, monkey jumps, all the jumps. And it's really cool. So there was the one for this level. And I messed it up a little bit, but that's okay.
Okay, so what is your favorite color, by the way? I know there's like a ton of yarn colors.
So I guess my favorite yarn Yoshi, is that what you mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be Poochie Yoshi. Because I love Poochie.
Poochie Yoshi?
Which you get Poochie Yoshi from the next level, and the next level has caused me so much grief that I don't know if it's my favorite anymore, but I figured it out, so I think it's back to being okay.
Okay. You're like, you and I level need to work some things out.
The next level has an inconsistent trick, or what I thought was an inconsistent trick. I think I figured out a consistent method now. And when it was inconsistent, we would just be getting, I'm looking at my splits now, 34 minutes into the run, dying, losing 40 seconds, and then resetting.
Ooh, okay. I could see the problem.
Yeah. But I think I figured it out.
I'm glad that it's starting to work out. Yeah, I'm glad it's good. It's getting better.
My wife has a project on her backlog to actually make every Yoshi in this game. So,
oh wow! Okay.
At some point, I may have a ton of Yoshis, like 70 Yoshis.
Aww, I think it's cute that she's doing that.
I do too. I think it's cute how much she likes this game. Because before she played this with me, she hadn't played a video game in a large capacity for years. It had been since she was a kid, so I'm glad that I got her back into games. We were playing Mario Kart for like earlier today.
Aww. Yeah, I miss gaming. I've been so focused on like
got the quick hit.
Other priorities, but yeah, I think for me, I'm slowly getting back into gaming again. It's nice to feel. I don't know. It's great to like kind of go back into the games. I actually miss speedrunning too. I haven't spedrun in a minute.
You gotta try it.
I kind of want to start doing that again.
You gotta get back into it.
Yeah, I gotta come back. Yep.
What have you speedrun?
I miss it.
Speedran? What have you played fast?
Speedrun? I zoomed Ori in the Blind Forest, DE.
Okay.
Randomizer, and I love the randomizer for Will o' the Wisp.
I still need to play Will o' the Wisp. I played the original Ori and loved it, and then I just never played Will o' the Wisp.
Oh no. I literally like when that game came out, I like stayed up the whole entire night beating it. It was like 12 hours, I think. It was way too fast. But yeah, so I did Cave Story. I've done Cuphead. I actually wouldn't mind getting back into Cuphead and going from there. And then I would like to do the DLC too. And then I know I've done a lot of interesting games. HOA, like HOA, I meant to say, not HOA. I keep on saying HOA because of the house, real estate. That's what I'm working in. So then, I guess
Here's the trick, by the way.
for me. Okay.
So we throw that yarn ball there, and it makes the flutter work. So if you're getting into this game, just watch that and throw the yarn ball as soon as possible after bonking your head, and it makes it every time so far. Otherwise, you die a lot right there. The rest of this level is completely free. It's just run and jump. But that part, rough. Okay. So you're getting into a homeowners association.
Yes. And I also done The Last Campfire. I've done a lot of quirky games. So yeah, I've also done Mystic Quest. That was the long game that I was talking about. Okay. I've done Mystic Quest.
That's a family video rental game for me, which I own now. I've never beaten it. It feels like that game is a faint memory or a faint dream. But I remember playing it with my cousin a little bit, and I remember zero details. Okay, so this level is a bit scary to do in a no reset environment. We're going to be taking intentional damage down to 1 HP. And then jumping around fire. So, everybody hold your breath for the next 2 minutes.
Okay,
I talked to my doctor.
So I'm going to hold my breath for 2 minutes?
It seems like it's safe to do that. So here's first damage. Take it to damage boost back there and not have to wait on the fire. And then we're going to hit this checkpoint because we literally need the health. We go over this fire, which looks like it should hit us. Grab a bullet bill so we can make sure we face the right direction to get a damage boost backwards. Now we're down to 1 HP. We jump over this fire, and we hope for the best. Alright, we made it through all of the damage boost section. We're hitting this check. You don't need to hit this checkpoint because you don't take any more damage throughout the level for damage boosting. But if I accidentally do, I would die and go back to the first checkpoint. So we're hitting that one just for safety.
Yeah.
All right. There's 2-6. We're done. We did it.
Yay! I can breathe again?
You can breathe again.
Okay, I may or may not have, like, I don't know, did it for 30 seconds? I'm really good at holding my breath.
I'm not. It doesn't go very well.
I just, I don't know, swimming. Was on the swim team.
Oh, yeah?
You kind of had to learn.
I was inactive and lazy. I played video games.
I mean, I just liked doing a lot as a kid.
For sure. I enjoyed doing different things. I didn't like being on teams.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
I didn't like the feeling like I had to be there constantly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this is an interesting level. So we're going to take our time here and grab this health, because this is another level where we're going to damage boost through a bunch of it. Less scary than the last one, but also longer. So our first, that wasn't supposed to be our first damage. We now are in the danger zone, where we will go down to 1 HP.
No.
So our first damage is running into this shy guy so we can jump through these fires instead of having to eat them. I probably will take a safety HP.
Yeah.
Just to make sure we're okay.
Yeah.
Because there's not a checkpoint for the first 4 minutes of this level.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
jeez. Okay, that's a long...
It exists, but it's really far out of the way.
And it's not worth... Yeah. I forgot how big this level was.
Yeah, this level is the second longest in the game. Well...
It is? Okay.
In terms of the speedrun. Alright, we did it. We took our safety health. I'm supposed to damage boost through there and hit all 3 of those at once, and I missed it twice. So, we did it. We saved health.
Yay! Health is healthy for you.
So, this level's broken into 4 sections where we grab 4 keys to unlock this big door. And I really like this concept. I think it's done in Yoshi's Island first. That might have been like the first place where a 4-section, 4 keys type of level was ever built. Maybe? I don't know. But I like the concept.
Sorry, I'm still kind of like trying to wrap in my brain how yarn is fire. It's not making any logical sense to me. My brain's just like, that's yarn.
Why hurt?
But you're breathing fire. Yeah, why? Yeah.
Okay, here's a really cool
that's
trick.
funny.
This is the only part where it's actually a neat trick. We're actually gonna hit this guy back so we restore the fire and don't have to wait for him to re-flame up, which, as you can see by the other one, takes a little while. So that's a cool little trick. You have to shoot the fire a lot later than you expect to. It took me a while to figure that one out. Alright, so we got through the difficult part of this level. So we're 4 minutes into this level and through a door. There's very few levels in this game that take 4 minutes. The longest level in the game, by the way, is the final boss level, which is a level plus 2 boss fights. And it's just barely longer than this. And here's why. Welcome to Auto-Scroller City.
Oh no. Okay, so is this where we're going to talk about the meaning of life?
Yes. So the meaning of life is actually Yoshi.
Yeah. Oh. And it's a yarn?
Yes.
A yarn full of woolly
A
Yoshis?
Woolly Yoshi is the meaning of life.
Nice. I like that.
While we're... Go ahead.
Oh,
no,
go
you
ahead.
go ahead.
I was going to say, these like otter scholar parts, I don't know what it is about them, but like, I don't necessarily have a problem with them, but I just always find it funny where when these happen, I'm just like, okay, let's just get everything in the room at once. That's my challenge.
Yeah.
So I'll just kill the bats and get the gems and, you know, not damage Spike or something. I don't know. I just try to kind of make it challenging for myself.
Definitely. And one of the important things about this is we are trying to collect these gems because we do need them for badges later on. And, you know, it becomes its own little challenge involved with it. And now we're almost up to, well, after the gold ring, we'll probably be at 12,000 gems. And I don't know how that compares to other runs, but, you know, that it doesn't seem too bad to me. Our first planned use of a badge is 3-8, so we have a minute.
Oh, apparently we have time for donations. I would say we have time for a few announcements for the next Auto Scroller. Donations will happen at AGDQ. And speaking of, the prizes are now available. You can do prize submissions for AGDQ 2024. So, speaking of crafts and art, you want to submit for that? And you want to have it on AGDQ? Definitely open right now to do it. Take a look at gamesoclick.com for more info. Are you excited for AGDQ?
I am. I get more excited when I have more friends in it. Because there was like 1 year where I had like 6 or 7 of my friends that I talk to on a regular basis get accepted for a GDQ. So far, I don't think anybody told me that they're in, at least. But I always like to look over the schedule and at least pick out some of my favorite games to watch. That being said, I've not looked over the schedule yet. I know Conception is running Sneak King, which is always very funny. Oh no. Missed the jump. That's okay.
So, I know for me, Conception is one of our hosts that is on our Hotfix. And if you want to know more about Hotfix, you can always check out gamesoclick.com/Hotfix to learn more about our shows and see what is upcoming in the weeks. So, like, this is my show, Legally Cute, and then Conception has a show. Conception is great, by the way.
Yeah, all my interactions with him have been good. He used to run Bug Snacks, and I ran Bug Snacks for a little bit. That's
okay.
Such an interesting speed game. It was very different than other things that I've ran. 'Cause it's first person, and a lot of the speed run is like glitch to the end, and then once you get to the end, play the game normally and just do it really fast. Which was a cool experience. I liked it. Also, this is Bunsen the hot dog. So everybody say hi to Bunsen.
Hi, Bunsen. You're a hot dog.
He can't hit you if you just hug the wall, so that's pretty cool.
Oh.
I want to give
all the animations of these characters are so cute. Oh, what were you going to say?
I want to give a quick shout out to the Chameleon Twist community. A lot of them have shown up in the chat so far this evening, and I'm a big fan of that game. They've worked really hard to push that game. It's an N64 3D platformer that has a unique mechanic of using your tongue to platform and puzzle solve. So
okay.
I very much recommend that game. The any percent run is under 10 minutes, so it's really accessible. I've made a tutorial for it that's only slightly out of date. So, thank you guys that are here from the Chameleon Twist community. I really appreciate you guys being here and hanging out.
I honestly love it when the communities come together and support each other. I think it's such a beautiful thing.
Yeah, the Chameleon Twist community was extremely small when I started. There was 5 people that were running the game ever, and at this point we have more than 70 runners on the board. So it's had a huge growing up, and I was there for all of it.
Aww.
Almost all of it, I guess.
See, that's cool. Yeah, that's my favorite part is development.
Yeah. So we're into World 3. This world is like sweets and cute things themed, so we're in the right place for the show.
Sweets galore.
That wasn't supposed to happen. Heck. What do? I killed everything by accident.
Oh. I always find it funny where the backup strat is the casual strat.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait a minute, what's the casual strat again? Okay, so now that we're on the sweets level, you gotta tell me what sweet that you like to eat.
So my sister-in-law is working towards becoming a professional baker. So this Christmas, when I was visiting, I had a lot of things. Too many things, probably. But I'm a big cake eater, so I like cakes a lot. And my wife's family has this recipe for a red velvet cake that's a little bit different than red velvet cakes that you buy at like the store or whatever. It's a little less sweet and a little fluffier. So I really like that a lot. So it's not something I can describe super easily because it's not a comparable thing to what everybody else probably has had. But yeah, that's what I like.
I don't know. I'm a big cookie girl.
Oh, yeah?
Or, well, I shouldn't say girl. I'm a big cookie person. Because, I don't know, there's something about, like, I like chocolate chip cookies. Like, every time, like, everybody's like, oh, what's your favorite cake? I'm like, Pizookie. Like, it's not a cake. It's, I don't know, something about brown sugar and butter just does it for me. I'm not a big chocolate person either. I actually like dark chocolate the most. I used to eat a ton of candy growing up, and I think I burnt my, like, taste buds out.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. There's something wrong with me where I used to love candy, and now candy's, like, weird.
You became an adult.
But I like the bitter stuff.
You got the adultness.
Yeah. Well, no, I even had, like, Snickers recently because of, like, Halloween and stuff.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. It just tastes funny now. I think I have too much coffee.
Yeah.
The coffee killed my taste buds. Oh, those things are so cute.
Yeah, they are. So, turns out you can throw a Yoshi through a loading zone, which is pretty cool. Found that out and learned that I could save some time in this level.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so what strats have you found other than...
That's a good question. So there's a few levels where I started doing the two-player Yoshi thing. And that's the majority of stuff that I found. You'll see some more of that. Well, I guess 3-6. Oh, that was a gold split. Nice. 3-6, I turned into a two-player Yoshi strat. 5-4, 5-5, 5-7, and 5-8. I turned it to two-player Yoshi strats. I found a random IL where a guy did a big jump, is how I'd like to put it. If you jump and then let go and repress jump to do a flutter instead of holding the A button, you can get a slightly higher jump, which is useful in like 3 or 4 places in the game, and 3 of them are in one level, and it's extremely important in that level now. So yeah, I'll get to some strats as I find them, or as I get to them in the run. I also found some stuff where if you get a freebie, different strats you can do in different levels. Unfortunately, we didn't get a freebie on any of the ones where it's mattered so far.
I still am trying to like, so the freebies, which ones are the ones that you really need?
So, the most preferred ones are ones where we're going to spend the gems anyways, right? Because that means we get to spend those gems somewhere else of our choice. Now that we would get a freebie there, right? So those levels would be 3-8, 4-6, 4-8, 5-3, and 6-3. And any of those would be great to get a freebie on. Otherwise, it's just going to depend level by level of whether it's important or not. And for the most part, they're not super important. But like 4-1, if you get a freebie there, you can use a pit badge and save a lot of time. It's just not enough time to make it worth. There we go. We got a freebie on a level that doesn't matter again.
No.
But yeah, we'll definitely be seeing. It's extremely rare that I would have 20 levels in a row without a freebie, and they will all matter after 4-4.
Okay.
Because 4-4 is the place where you unlock the just straight up run faster badge, which is just great all around. Love that one. So right there, you guys saw me just wait for a second. And that's because I could have jumped and fluttered to get more height to land on that thing, that bubble. But jumping and fluttering is slow. So a lot of times it's better to just wait and then jump on something to already be at the right height. Which is a really hard thing to tell your speedrunner brain to do, is wait for a second, you know? I find that to be one of the hardest strats in any speed game that I've ever done, is you have to wait here.
Okay. Oh, because I see the bubbles are... I was trying to... So I heard you, but I see it better. I'm like a visual learner.
Yeah.
The bubbles are just like the physics of them.
Yeah. And getting on top of them, you want to get on as early as possible so you can get the height that you need for stuff. But you also need to do it not fluttering, because the fluttering has you go down and then up. And it also slows down your speed by quite a bit, so... Weird thing. Alright, so we're fighting our boy Monty Mole again. But this time, we beat him up too bad last time, so now he has a helmet. That's okay, because we can just knock him down.
I'm trying to... I forget the actual name of this enemy. I know he's like in like all like the Mario 3 games.
It's Monty Mole is like the normal one. I think
Monty Mole.
I think this one's name is Montgomery Mole. Yeah, Big Montgomery's.
Montgomery? Okay. Montgomery's a great
He goes
name.
by his full government name when he's big. Oh, here's a mechanic that you're going to see once, which is how this game works a lot. It's one of the things I love about this game. Here's 48 or more different mechanics, and they're all so intuitive that we don't need to tell you how to use them. And being able to design that is so good. So I went to school for game design, and then didn't do anything with it. But I did go to school for it. And just seeing that kind of expertise, it makes me happy. It's too far. It's one of the harder levels in the game for me because you have to preemptively ready your yarn a lot.
I was gonna ask, so with the yarn and everything like that, you're still doing 2 controllers, right?
No. Well, when
No, you're
when I'm
not.
doing when Red Yoshi is on the screen, yes,
That's 2 controllers.
that's
okay.
2 controllers.
Okay, cool.
For most of the game, I'm not doing 2 controllers. That being said,
Okay.
this next level is a level where I found a 2-player strat for it. Or 2-controller strat.
So why is it that I'm doing this for anyone like new coming in. So why is a 2-player strat controller only good on some levels and not all of them?
You probably could run with the 2 controllers the whole time. It's just more menu here, and also you have to manage the second Yoshi, which means you'd have to be pressing the egg button all the time. And most of the time, it's going to get in your way by, oh, I accidentally knocked into the Yoshi, so now he bumped into me and got in my way. Or I tried to throw a yarn ball, but it hit off of the red Yoshi egg. So just things like that can cause issues. 5-7 is a 2-player level, and it specifically has one part where that happens constantly. And I have tried to figure out ways to avoid it, and just struggled to. So I usually just take damage on my opponent.
Gotcha.
I didn't pick up the key. I'm glad I noticed.
I almost said something and I was like, wait. But you realized it. So we're good. I'm guessing you need all the keys. I'm assuming you need all the keys.
This key is the way out of the level.
Yep. Okay. I'm glad you got the key. Yay! It wasn't that bad of a time loss.
No, that
it was
wasn't
only like a
terrible.
few seconds.
I've definitely lost more time on that level from missing that last jump where I bounce off the Yoshi's head. It is surprisingly difficult to make it through that one-way gate.
Oh, okay. You just made it look so easy, though.
Yeah, I found a little bit of
You
a
did.
consistent strat where you jump off of the blue platform first, and it winds up better. Because if you're just jumping straight off of the red Yoshi's head, it just doesn't work sometimes. Man, we haven't had a single badge use in this run yet. Normally we get like one good level. Because there's a few. There's a few where it's like, oh, yeah, I got a freebie here. Let me use the melon badge so I can kill this boss faster. Or let me use the pit badge so I can make it through this level a little bit more efficiently. But, yeah, this is not... We've not had good luck so far. But that's okay, because the more important luck starts as of the next level.
Okay. I was gonna say, it was mentioned from chat that the amazing game music and the game soundtrack, I meant to say. Just wanted to kind of have a shout out there for the composer.
Yeah, this...
And also, the game soundtrack is really good.
It's so good.
I like how innocent it is, yeah.
Oh, for sure. I forgot to mention it on 2-6, because 2-6 is the level that has, like, hard music for some reason. And it's the only level in the game where it's, like, anxiety-inducing music, because you're in the lava level. But, yeah, this game's soundtrack, I will just listen to it sometimes. It does not get old to me. So we're a plane, so that's pretty cool. I have to be careful not to shoot too much, because it does lag the game.
Oh, it
Yes.
does? You'll have like dropped iframes
Oh, okay.
or drop frames, I meant to say.
That's right. We didn't need that time anyways.
No. I am having like a really good time though, just watching the speedruns. It is so chill.
It's extremely chill.
It is. Like, even though it's a couple hours long, I don't feel, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're over an hour
It's just
into this
super
already.
chill.
And we're just chilling.
Yep. Yeah, it's super cool how like I don't know, I think it's really cool how speedruns work. A lot of times like some people might think that they're, you know, all tech-based and like heavy and yeah, and that stuff is really cool, but also these ones are just as good, just in a different way.
Oh yeah. I mean, this is a lot of like optimizing your movement. Like fluttering, bad. Do not flutter if you don't have to, because fluttering kills your horizontal momentum. And this is a side-scrolling platformer. You need horizontal momentum. So it's a lot of like, how much can I get away with not fluttering? And just trying to do that in the best way possible. Oh no.
So I did have a question from chat. Do you think the missiles are Yoshi boogies?
Kit, go to bed. Oh no, this is real bad. I ran into the little duck, or the little chick.
Chickadee.
So
you got this.
The problem isn't dying per se. It's we are supposed to take 2 damage boosts on the boss, but I've already taken 3 damage, so I do not have the capacity to take 2 damage boosts on the boss. Which is unfortunate, but we'll get through. By the way, shout out to Kitsune of Dreams. She also streams occasionally and does like Mario Party speedruns. Wants to get into. Are you serious? How did I hit that guy? I've never hit that guy. That's the second time I've ever hit that guy. But yeah, she's the homie. She hangs out in my stream all the time. And I really appreciate her. Okay, so we're just gonna hope that we don't die here. I'm so used to fighting this boss taking 2 damage boosts that I don't know how to fight it without it. But that's okay. It shouldn't be too bad. This game is very generous with difficulty, so. How? What do you mean that didn't grab?
There it is. Yeah, I was about to say, come on. Not fair. Oh, I love the freaking change of the clothes of the yarn. That's cute.
Yeah. You take her out and then she's like, okay, new overalls.
Yeah.
That's what I need.
New overalls every time. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, come on. Good.
I don't know what happens next. I've fought this boss and won too many times. All right, we didn't die. That's the best thing I can say about that.
That's probably not how the fight normally goes, right?
No, normally you take damage boosts on the part where she spins and throws the eggs down, because it forces the cycle to end early, which is really cool. And then normally I don't just miss grabbing the little bow to pull the overall strings, but we missed a lot of times there and had to do it the hard way. But we didn't die. So that's better than dying. All right.
Yes.
We are in World 4. World 4 is the most boring world of all of them. This level is interesting. 4-4 is interesting. Really, I guess it's 4-2, 4-3, and 4-5 are either auto-scrollers or contain auto-scrollers. That damage there was not intentional, but I have not figured out how to dodge it consistently. Also, we did a monkey jump, which is like a shell jump, except with a monkey.
Ooh, ah, ah. Do we go ooh, ah, every time we jump? Ooh, ah. And the monkeys are cute.
They're very cute.
Everything about this game is cute. What am I talking about?
I mean, that's why I'm on the show, right?
That's what it shows. Yeah, it's cute. It's legally cute. It got legally. I don't know why. You're making me remember like really fond memories when I played this. It's nice to have this on the show right now.
It's a great game. I honestly, for the 8 of you that own a Wii U, I would recommend it highly to check it out.
The 8? I'm one of the 8, by the way. I have my Wii U like right next, literally to the left of me right now.
How much dust is on it?
Not
How much?
Because I actually use it.
What'd you say?
Not much because I actually use it.
Oh, okay.
I know that sounds really bad, but I actually use it.
What do you play? What are you playing on your Wii U still? Because mine is this. That's it.
I've done the oh my goodness. What have I done recently that was on my Wii U? Let me look at my games, sorry. I have too many games. I think that's what it was, Twilight Princess.
Oh yeah. Twilight Princess HD is good.
Yep. Yeah, my husband was playing that, and then I wanted to play it again, and I did start getting into it, but then things happened, and I was like, real life focus mode. Yep.
Yeah, I've been there.
So I will say it's been months, so there might be a little bit of dust. It has been months.
Look,
not years though. That's what I mean.
My gamepad gathers dust, and I'm actively using it, so...
Oh, okay, well, if that's the case, I definitely have dust on all my stuff right now. Like my Nintendo 64, my GameCube, my PlayStation 1 and 2, my PlayStation 4, my Xbox 360. Sorry, I'm literally looking at my shelf.
By the way, we're in another auto-scroller, and we're doing our best to collect gems again.
Okay. Yay! Well, in the meantime, is it cool if I remind everybody about Games Done Quick things?
Go for it.
Awesome. Hey, if you have missed out on any of our Hotfix shows, you can always check out the VODs on youtube.com/GamesDoneQuick. And a reminder, your subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits cheered on the GDQ Twitch channel help support Games Done Quick Hotfix. If you enjoy watching speedruns daily, consider subscribing to the channel. And also, if you are watching on YouTube, be sure to press that like button on this video and subscribe to the channel. And you can always check out our live streams on twitch.tv, Games Done Quick.
You can check out more Yoshi from me, twitch.tv/blowingallthefish. I ain't afraid to self-promo. Good luck spelling it, though. It was a mistake.
I'm just going to go with Quill.
Yeah,
I'm not even going to...
Quill is what everyone calls
Quill.
me.
Yep. In my heart, I don't want to butcher your name, and I know I will. So I'm just going to go with Quill. I know it's safe.
We had a guy, I played Smash competitively for a while, and the TO of my local scene used to announce my name by calling me Quallfish.
Quallfish. Quallfish. That's so
It was like there's too many letters. You got
yeah.
a QW and a fish. That's good luck. They'll figure it out.
So yeah. That is so good. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, the most important thing though is, does your wife say it correctly?
Yes, she does.
Okay, so that's the important thing.
Speaking of,
I think I might have to do Quallfish. Oh, go ahead.
she actually, for Christmas, made me a Yoshi's Woolly World t-shirt. She crafted the logo with vinyl and did an iron-on vinyl onto a t-shirt for me.
Oh.
And it looks so nice, and I'm super excited about it.
I want to... Yeah, that's so cute. Oh, I love thoughtful gifts like that.
She also did
I'm a
a
sucker for thoughtful gifts.
a Pikmin sweatshirt for me, which is really cool.
Oh.
If you remind me, I'll
where's your
send
wife
you a
and
picture later.
Can I see her? Yeah. I was like, I need to get exchange information so I can learn how to do this. That's really cool. That's actually really, really impressive.
I'm always impressed by what she does. And it's frustrating because she does everything too well.
She's just not good.
Yeah, on first try on everything that she does, it's better than after I've tried for a while. And it's frustrating being being that bad. The only thing I have her in is video games, and that's because I've played them for 25 more years than her, and I'm 27.
Yeah. That's how I am, like, with, like, I've been gaming since I was 3, so that's, like, 32 years of my life.
Right,
you know
right.
what I mean? So I'm very proud of the fact that I can game. Especially, like, in where we are in the industry. But I personally love that I'm a really good gamer, and I have fun playing video games, and I'm good at them. And I can play any video game.
Yeah.
And that's, to me, that makes me happy.
Fish. Heck.
I might not be like the top tier, world record, but hey, I can do it and I have fun.
Yeah, for sure. And the secret to getting a world record is not being good at the game. It's picking a game that nobody else is playing. Easy peasy.
No.
Quick one.
No. I mean, I guess you can do that, but at the same time, there's a lot of games where, like Hollow Knight or even Ori, getting the world record for that. Oof.
Oh yeah,
That's
insanely hard.
Yeah.
Once again, shout out to Kefka14 for being way too good at absurdly underrated or underplayed games. To the point where somebody be like, "Oh, I bet I could get the world record in this game from my childhood." I loved Powerpuff Girls Chemical Extraction. And then they see Kefka's run, and it's like perfect, and see you later.
Okay, now I'm actually like looking at my speedrun. Now you're making me want to speedrun again.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Everybody go follow Rue.
Oh, thank you.
And if you don't, I'll be upset.
That's too... Oh, you're
This is social pressure. You've been peer pressured. Go do things.
The other thing I need to do too is update my... I have so many times on here that are so outdated.
Oh yeah.
I gotta be better about that, yeah. I'm gonna go back into speedrunning. I miss speedrunning. You got me to go back into speedrunning.
Heck yeah. All right, so we're going into 4-4, which is the most interesting level of World 4 by far. It's also probably top 5 hardest levels in the game. We got 2 separate tricks that are both pretty tight. So we'll get into it. This is another one where we have to manage our yarn balls because we have a limited number and they're important to use correctly. We have one extra in this stage without having to go out of our way. There's a little bit of auto-scroller nature to this stage where we're raising and lowering water levels, but we can skip a little bit of that, which is cool. We're gonna do another monkey jump right here. By the way, these monkey and shell jumps, much easier than they look. Alright, that yarn ball shot right there, you're not supposed to do that. There's a hidden block that lets you get up there, and it's just slow to do. But doing what I just did saves a lot of time, and doing it on the first yarn ball is pretty hard. A lot of times it hits the monkey or it misses entirely. Here is a new strat that I found pretty recently. So we're gonna grab this and do a quick bounce off of that. And we're gonna shell jump our way up here. I had to back that up. Normally the shell will fall on the block there and everything's okay, but we didn't get it to fall on the block, so I had to throw a yarn ball. Now we're going to bring Yoshi, or Poochie into the level, where he normally is supposed to be anyways, but we're supposed to free him, and we're going to just cheat and pull him out of the foreground of the level by using a badge. And when we do it in that specific location, he spawns where we spawned him and get the key. But that whole water level raising skip is something that I found. And it is pretty difficult. It's multiple jumps that if you miss them, you cannot do it. You have to go for the original strat to back it up. These spikes right here are instant death, by the way. Like that.
I was gonna... Oh.
I accidentally jumped off Poochie. He got in my way. Well, we had a really
Poochie, come on.
really good 4-4 going until that moment right there.
Poochie, come on. So those are instant death.
Oh yeah,
like, you
they
can't
are
touch them
100% instant death.
That is...
I threw myself off by not
Poochie.
jumping off of that fish. I know they're called cheap cheeps, but they're still fish.
Cheep, cheep. Yeah, they are. Oh, that made me so nervous knowing that those were instant. I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't know, Quill. That's making me nervous.
Definitely not the first time I've died there in a run either. It feels real bad when you're like on a really good run. You nailed that last section, which is, like I said, pretty difficult. And then all of a sudden you just die to the instant death spike that's on an auto scroller that you just can play consistently every time.
I love the water yard. It's so cute. Ah, sorry, I forgot.
Everything about this game is so cute.
It is, but it's just so funny how like you actually have water, but like the yard is water too. It's so cute with those little moments. I can't help myself.
Yeah, I love this game. It's so good.
The funny thing is that water is pretty deadly.
Yeah.
that's even though it's cute. It's cute and deadly. I don't know. Okay, so which of the bosses do you like? I don't know. Which one is your favorite boss? I guess is what I'm trying to ask.
Let me think. The final boss is really cool. I like the final boss a lot, actually. I really like the boss of this world, which we'll see, like the world boss of this world, which will be 4-8. Oh, but by the way, there's the speed up badge. So from now on, every freebie is important.
Ooh, okay. So now everything's gonna like, it's gonna change.
Yeah.
The badge.
Our RNG is now very important for the rest of the game.
Okay. So from here on out.
Yeah. If we had gotten something on 3.8, that would have been... I got a freebie on 3.8, that would have been super preferred, but we didn't get it. But that's okay. It's not a super high chance. It happens a lot. I think I've gotten it twice. So... And I have 16 completed runs right now on my splits.
Okay.
By the way, this is a huge auto-scroller where you don't even get to do very much in the parts where you do get to move. So, I'm going to collect some gems. This is a huge gem collector.
So, how many gems do we need again to buy all of the... I forgot.
The total is 33,000.
33,000? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're at almost 16,000.
And we have spent 8,000 so far.
Okay.
Normally we end up with just over 36,000 from the route. There's a little bit of luck to it from the goal rings. And just if I've played well enough, I really don't want to grab that flower.
Oh, because it's a time loss?
It's not a time loss unless I hit the bonus game on the ring. But this level, you have a lot less control over. Oh, there's a skip, by the way. It's the one thing you can do to speed this level up. Is you get to skip 2 curtains.
Yay! Skipping curtains. Who needs curtains anyways? Oh, the monkey! Oh, poor monkey. Bye, monks. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh,
we didn't hit the flower. Everything's okay. We don't have bonus game. We're not going to cry a little bit, so that's good. Okay. Adjust in my chair a little bit here, and then we'll get into 4-6. Now we're hoping for a freebie here because we're planning to use a pitch badge, which we will use a pit badge regardless. But getting a freebie would be great for our gem count. Yes! We did it!
Yay!
It'll be very apparent why this is use the pit badge here. This level is using a mechanic where curtains go over stuff and reveal platforms behind them. You see here. If you can fall in the pit, though, you don't have to wait for them to move ever. You just get to go because you can fall through the whole level.
Oh wow, that's actually pretty cool.
Now
I forgot about that one.
You see, like that section was like, oh yeah, we can fall in the pit a little bit. That's good stuff. Let's see how much more falling in the pit we get through this level. By the way, oh man, stupid fire dude. The ropes that I'm going around and sometimes accidentally grabbing, they are magnets. If you touch them, you will grab it. There's not a, oh, you need to hold up to grab this rope. It just grabs. And it's frustrating. It's so hard to let go of them. I do not like the ropes. Get the key, Yoshi.
I'm sorry, I got a little nervous there.
Because I fell in the pit?
Yes.
Yep.
I know you have it, but I'm just waiting. I don't know.
I do the same thing, don't worry. Hitboxes are generous in this game, by the way. there are some things where you'd think, oh, there's no way he doesn't die here. And then I just bounce off the top of it. There's places later on in the game where a wall of bullet bills flies at you. And you can just jump and kill 3 of them, and they're like stacked on top of each other. I have no idea how it works. I need to look at it in slow-mo.
We had a question from chat. It's, I believe, a newcomer. Why is the bouncing on bottomless pits happening right now?
So we used a badge that lets us fall into the pits endlessly without dying. It just makes us bounce. It should only apply for this one level right here. Now that we've completed the level, it's gone until we reuse it again, which is why we're collecting these gems so we can use them to do things like that. Right here, you saw like a pop-up window for using badges. We don't have a ton of gems throughout the run, so we've very carefully crafted which levels we can use the badges on to save the most time. And since we got a freebie on that last one, that means we get to use at least 2 more speed ups throughout the run. And I have that routed out as well for which levels are the most important to use speed ups on.
Sorry. I'm enjoying the music.
It's so good. I was celebrating a lot there for getting the freebie on the bottomless pit badge because I haven't gotten one of those levels to have a freebie in like 4 runs.
Okay. By the way, this is adorable. I love the mechanics that they did to each level, by the way.
It's so good.
Like, in each world,
Oh,
it has their little theme. Oops. But I just love, like, the arrows and, like, even the last level, it was the ghost thing and all that.
Yeah, I don't know how they came up with so many ideas that all work.
I know.
And, you know, like, when I play an indie game, right? There's a lot of good indie games out there, but a lot of times I have more fun with my AAA stuff because a lot of times AAA stuff has a little bit better design overall. And one of the things that I think this game is exemplary at is introducing mechanic with no text boxes, no pictures, no menus. You just play the game and it made sense. And I think that's something that's, when you're just starting out in game development, you're making some indie games, and it's not true for every indie game by any means. You can look at this game as an example of what's really good to have. And I don't know, I just love this game a lot. So we were hoping for another freebie there, but we didn't get it. But that's okay, we got one. One is what I would say is like expected. Getting more than one on a level that you're already going to use a badge on is unexpected but highly desired. My record's 3, and it was on a terrible run. That's how it goes though, right? You have a terrible run, you get amazing RNG.
I mean, I think RNG is a thing. That's the one thing I do know. RNG is so unpredictable.
Oh, yeah.
I like, of course, so part of me is like, yes, let it be a good thing. And I want it to be a good thing. But RNG is just, sometimes it's on your side and sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
But I believe the RNG is with you. I mean, I want it to be with you. I want to see you get more world record. That made total sense.
took a little damage there. Didn't like that. I'm gonna pick up these hearts.
No.
I have died on this stage a few times before in runs, and I've learned pick up the hearts if you've taken an extra hit, because it's not worth the death to skip out on a couple seconds of time save. See, like right now, I missed the jump. I was scared for my life. Alright, we're good now on the death part.
Yay!
After that, we get the checkpoint, which gives us 5, and then it turns the enemies into hearts, which gives us an extra 3. And that means we have 2 full hits that we can take now, for sure. Wrong way. I don't know if that's a me thing or not. Occasionally I'm just like doing a speedrun and my muscle memory just stops. And I just do the wrong thing. And not like I missed this hard execution. I'll just go the complete wrong direction.
I know sometimes like I do the same thing. Or I've done the same thing.
Okay, so
I've done the same
I want to point out, in the original Yoshi's Island, there was a piranha plant boss, and you could skip that whole boss by throwing throwing an egg at it and killing it before the boss fight started. And it was like a little Easter egg, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in this game, they made the Easter egg that you can use this melon attack, and it just like, you can speed up cycles, you can hit the boss when you're not supposed to. It's fantastic. And also, if you do hit him with a yarn ball before the fight starts, there's an extra dialogue in the cutscene that we skip.
Oh, really?
So that's pretty cool. They knew what they were doing.
That is pretty cool, yeah. Yeah.
By the way, we use the melon badge here, which is why we're getting these melons coming from the background or the foreground. And it just, we're able to like kill these arms, and it lets us hit the boss when we shouldn't be able to. So overall, really cool boss fight. One of my favorites in the game.
I do like that. I forgot about that boss fight. I'm not gonna lie. That one's, I don't remember most of this game. And I don't know. Yeah, I do want to play this casually. I'm gonna take out my Wii U and take the dust off from it. I mean, it's already out, but yeah.
This game does exist as a 3DS port as well.
Does
it's
it?
not as
on
good,
the. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd rather play on the Wii U.
in my opinion, at least.
I don't know. I'm a little bit of a purist in that regards. I like playing. I don't know. Like, I do play the virtual console on the Switch just because it's convenient, you know? But I do like playing, like, my old school games on my old school consoles.
Oh, yeah, me too. I spent too much money and time collecting it, you know?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Alright, so we're into World 5, which is the Ice World. And World 5 and World 6 are probably my 2 favorite worlds in the game, even though they are by far the hardest worlds. See, look, I can't even get on top of a snowball, it's so hard. That snowball, I don't know, it does that sometimes. You get used to it. Well, this is unfortunate. Alright, moving on. That didn't happen. I like the music changes when you go into this area.
I'm listening to the music. So normally when I'm quiet, it's just me like listening to the music and enjoying it.
Yeah. I've been there, don't worry.
Oh yeah, someone in chat brought up the PSP Go and Vita. I love handhelds. If it wasn't for handhelds, I don't know what I would do with myself. It's so look at that cotton ball. No, handhelds, I would say I don't know. I love gaming in different ways and I love them for different reasons. I know for me, I could do my consoles. Yeah, I could do PC. Yeah, I could do handhelds. But handhelds are so convenient. And I don't know. It's just easy to, after a day at work, you come home and you just want to sit on the couch after you're sitting at a computer all day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I understand. So. I definitely play my Switch in handheld mode, even though I could play it on the TV a lot of times. It's also nice to just, I can play my Switch. My wife can crochet, and we can watch something on the TV, and it's not a problem. I don't have to play on the TV if I don't want to.
Yeah. Yeah, same with me and, my husband and my other... Yeah, I know for me, I don't know. It's nice to just be able to be yourself around someone.
Yeah,
and
for
just
sure.
sit there and enjoy the gaming. Yeah. Oh, I forgot the water.
Yeah.
They're the same as the lavas. Wait, do I have to not breathe again?
No, you can breathe on this one.
I can breathe.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one was just because we took a lot of damage boosts in that one lava level. This one we take far less damage boosts.
Got it. Okay. I don't know. I
think 2-6 is the only level where I intentionally take damage down to 1 HP. Which makes it a very scary level. Fortunately, it's consistent. I think you're supposed to freeze all of these piranha plants and stuff. But with some crafty jumps, you just fit.
I love the freezing of the big guy too.
Yeah, it becomes a little ice mountain for you to climb.
Yeah, so cute. It's an ice mountain.
By the way, this run, most likely not world record pace. We'd have to get some absurd... Well, there's another freebie on a level where we were already going to use a badge. So this is a double, which means we have 15,000 extra gems, and speed-ups cost 3,000. Which means we get 5 extra speed-ups. However, my gold splits... on almost every level already has the speed up because that's a lot of runs of using it means that you get to get the speed up a lot of times in different areas. So we will be using 5 speed ups throughout the rest of the run, extra on top of what we were doing. And that means I have to think. Because I know where to use 2. The biggest ones are 5-7 and 6-2. That was an accident. And then I guess 6-1 is pretty good to use a speed up on. 6-6. I think it's mostly World 6 is the best places.
Okay.
Oh, we definitely want to use one in 6-8. Final level. That level's really long, and the final boss fight, being able to run faster means you can hit him better. 6-8,
Okay.
6-6, 6-2, 5-7, 6-1. That's 5. And if we have enough extra, we'll do it on 6-7. All right. We have a plan, everybody. Rue, did you write that down?
Okay. No, we need a plan. I'm ready for the plan. I can type it.
No, that's okay.
I don't know about writing, but I can
It's
type
okay.
it.
I got it.
Okay.
All right. So we're entering the 2 Yoshi gauntlet. The next 5 levels, we had a break from it, but the next 5 levels in a row, I'm going to be doing 2 Yoshis.
Okay. That's a plan.
Yeah. This.
Okay.
So 5-6, the previous world record. I keep wanting to call it the world record because I referred to it as that for a while. But then I got world record, so that was cool. 5-6 was always a 2-player level, but until I started playing, the next 5-4, 5-5, 5-7, and 5-8 were not 2-player levels. So this was a lot of innovations to make it worthwhile. And part of it, 5-7 and 5-5 don't get faster from being a 2-player, but since we already are in 2-player, you get the advantage of not having to do the menuing again.
Mm-hmm.
And that menuing is real slow. So being in 2-player here is nice.
Okay, so I'm blah, 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 blah. That's words, right? I was gonna ask about, is there like on the leaderboard like a co-op one?
There is. I believe it's under the miscellaneous categories, and I don't think anybody's ever seriously gone after co-op. But it's pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. I'm kind of curious about that then.
That throw has given me a lot of grief right there. I don't know why, but that throw, you just hit the ice block or hit the wall a lot of times. I've had to practice that for a lot of time. An unreasonable amount of time for what that looks like. At least when you do a difficult level and you've practiced it a lot of times it looks like you've put a lot of effort into it because it looks real hard. But that throw by itself has taken too much time. Oh, this is the last time we're going to see Big Montgomery, by the way.
Monty Montgomery.
He dies after this.
Okay.
That's what I think happens at least.
Yeah, he's I'm gonna think of it that he's wrapped up in a blanket full of yarn.
Oh no. Well, that works too. Get a little stretch in there on this little ending cutscene.
Mm-hmm.
Been sitting here for a while.
I mean, yeah, I was going to say, it's always good to do stretches and, make sure to get your body aware it needs to move. I'm doing the same thing now because you've done it.
Oh, by the way, since we're doing this whole 2-player gauntlet thing, I guess I should mention you probably see me turned differently compared to when I'm playing a single-player level. That's because I'm using my desk as a way to hold the controllers, so I can play with both at once.
Okay.
So right now, I'm holding one controller pretty normally, but I stick my pinky out and hold it over the minus button, because minus is the become egg button, and I need to be able to hit that on the other controller at the same time.
Sorry, I'm laughing because of what chat What was said in chat? But is it legally murder? After Montgomery Mole. Monte Montgomery, I meant to say. I don't think so. I'm saying no. I'm going to go it was legally cute. Question marks. The question mark edition.
Oops, I didn't mean to hit that checkpoint. We avoid checkpoints to save time, because it does that little cutscene. But sometimes I hit them because it's safer or I need help.
I don't know why, but this music is like reminding me of a lot of Christmas right now.
Yes, absolutely. This definitely sounds like a Christmas
so much
song.
Christmas. Yeah, it's like total perfect timing.
Oh yeah.
This is great. The snow sounds like pretty good adaptation of the snow, by the way. The sound effect to it.
It's so good.
That does sound like what you do when you're walking in snow.
Everything about this game just impresses me every time.
Yeah. Every single time? Like every single time?
Yeah. Every time.
Ooh.
Ooh. They've so much love and care went into this game.
It did. I honestly get really impressed with the Nintendo team with the Kirby series and the Yoshi series.
Yeah.
Because I remember they even did like Kirby canvas cores, and it was an interesting idea. With like the whole like drawing and everything, but there's also like a yarn one too.
Yeah. So Kirby's Epic Yarn was developed by Goodfield, who made this game as well.
Okay.
They made Epic Yarn and Woolly World and Crafted World. After that, they kind of did something way off. They did a top-down shooter. And just recently, they released the game in Japan only, which was a little frustrating, but I'm going to get it anyways. Because you can do a Nintendo Switch account as a Japanese account and buy a gift card. But I'll get it eventually. It's just a lot of effort. I like this game a lot better than Crafted World, by the way. I think Crafted World just isn't quite as good.
Have you ever tried to do like any arts and crafts yourself?
Yes, I'm terrible at it.
Yeah, okay. I was just wondering. I didn't know. Like I know that your wife's really good at it. I just,
Yeah.
I've tried doing arts and crafts myself. I'm really good at curlers, and I have learned how to like crochet and stuff. It's just I haven't done it in such a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard for me to get into because I like being good at stuff, and I know that it's going to take a while for me to get good at it. Oh, by the way, we're using the speed up badge here. I think it's the first time we're seeing the speed up badge in action. We move a lot.
So everything
faster.
on the level goes fast?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no!
No!
So,
oh, Penguin, why?
Here's the fun story with this level. I have never gotten a good attempt of this level with a speed up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I have
Got it.
failed it consistently with the speed up in a full game attempt. I've done it in practice, but practice is as far as it's gone.
Got it. Okay. Oof. Oh, that made me nervous.
So, I made a comparison of all of my gold splits compared to the previous world record splits. like when I first started running this game, so I could like keep track of it.
Hmm.
At this point, every level I have beaten or come within 3 seconds of beating the world record gold split, or the world record. I'm sorry, the previous world records split, except for this one. In the previous world record, Dosufura got a speed up here, and my gold split is over 10 seconds behind his split.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I want to improve this level so badly. I want it to go well so much, and it has not.
I believe that's going to happen for you, though.
It will. It's just going to take attempts.
I believe. Yeah. Well, the other thing, too, is, like, this is almost, like, 2 hours in.
Oh, yeah.
So...
Yeah, it's hard to get a run here and still be happy with how the run's going.
Yeah. I don't know. So that's like me. And I've explained this before with Mystic Quest. So there's a place in Mystic Quest called Pazuzu's Tower. And Pazuzu Tower, for anyone who hasn't read Mystic Quest, it's a dungeon where you have 7 levels and the boss could go on any of the levels once you walk in there. And it's RNG dependent. So if it's on like the top level, that's really bad. But yeah, and the way that Pazuzu's Tower is designed, it's not a straight shoot of going to floor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's literally a maze, and you have to know where to go. So long story short, that's about, I don't know, almost 2.5, maybe 2. Like a really good runner would be like, because I think it's under 2 hours now, but either way, it's hours in.
Yeah.
And you're just sitting there going, oh, please be on a good RNG. Please be on a good RNG. So I get it. Like when you're sitting there and you're like, please be a good level. Please be a good level. I get that.
Yeah.
I can empathize.
So I had a little mishap trying to select my badges there. That's just a thing that happens when you're trying to play with 2 controllers. It's real hard to get your brain wrapped around using the correct hand for the correct controller at all times.
Oh, yeah, I believe
when
that.
You're trying to do both players menuing at once. Now, I was a little silly because I don't need to have the speed up on the red Yoshi. We don't use the red Yoshi for anything in this level except for fighting the boss. So his existence is unnecessary with the speed up.
Oh, it is. That's interesting. So okay, so the speed up is just really good for like the levels mainly, not for these kind of situations, just because like a speed up would be bad in a slow crawl, you know what I mean?
I don't know if the speed up is ever bad.
Okay.
By the way, there's a little thing. If you hold the yarn ball and let go, it switches which yarn ball you're holding, and you can reorganize like that. And I specifically need the red Yoshi as my 3rd yarn ball, otherwise he gets in the way. Oh no, I threw 4 instead of 3. Alright, we'll figure it out. Okay. Yeah, so speed up is never like a problem to have it. So anytime you get a freebie and you don't have a better item to use in that level, there's a couple of pits and a couple of melons, you want to speed up. Because it's just... go fast is good. But for this level, we use the 2nd Yoshi as ammunition. So that we can take out the boss faster and we don't have to wait for him to drop enemies for us to hit him with.
Okay. That's interesting. I like that you tell me all this information because I don't know anything about this speedrun.
Yeah,
I know nothing.
it's a really cool run. Okay, 6.
It is.
1, 2, 7. No, 1, 2, 6, and 8. Okay, I'm good. I got it.
You got it?
Oops. For World 6, you don't use the world list to menu to it because the cutscene that we don't watch puts you at the end of it. Okay.
Okay, so which one is the best badge?
I'd say speed up is probably the most useful overall. Just because it's...
That's the most useful?
Well,
okay.
I don't know. Pit makes it so you get to do more skips. Speed up is more generically useful.
So would you say like it's depending on preference?
It depends on level.
Maybe?
So like
okay.
This level, a pit badge is not going to help you. There's a couple levels where I don't think there's a pit at all in the level. Oh, definitely. There's ones with water and ones with lava at the bottom of them. Where the pit badge just won't do anything for you.
Okay.
But speed up is always helpful. It's just a shame that you only get it after 4-4.
That's interesting that it doesn't become available sooner.
Yeah. I wish it
It's just
did.
the way that the game works.
Yeah, you unlock badges after specific levels, and it's every time it's the same badge. If it wasn't every time the same badge, I think it would be worse, because then you wouldn't be able. You'd have zero predictability.
Mm-hmm. So your wife and she played this game too.
Yes.
Did she speedrun it, or it was just playing it casually?
No, she just plays stuff casually. She doesn't like speedrunning as a concept for herself.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and that's totally, Like, I mean, it's always fun to watch it.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily for everybody. But I think you're still, like, a speedrunner either way. Like, even if you just watch it, I think it's really cool.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so 6-2 is... I have a love-hate relationship with it. One of the hardest levels in the game. It's very cycle-dependent. And the speed up both helps and hurts those cycles.
Oh, okay. So... I imagine this is going to go either or.
Yeah, if this goes poorly, it goes real poorly. But if it goes well, it looks really cool. So we grab a bunch of yarn balls here. And now we go fast.
Zoom! Okay.
That might be too low. Yeah, it is. Okay, there's a backup because we have the speed up specifically. So that wasn't too slow. If I didn't say anything, you guys probably wouldn't have thought that was a backup.
Nope, yeah, I would have thought it was just fine.
So the first thwomp that I hit there, I wanted to hit him a little bit higher up, and then I wouldn't have had to flutter jump up. And if I don't have to flutter jump up, I can make a better cycle there.
Got it.
Okay, so I mentioned there's some big jumps. I mentioned this like 2 hours ago. So what I'm going to be doing, there's 3 jumps in a row here, close to in a row at least, where I have to jump and then hit flutter midair instead of just holding the button. So it might look silly when I miss the jump like that, but it's actually an extremely frame-tight jump. And then we just get to skip up to the top of that section where you're not supposed to.
Nice.
And that level looks really cool. Only had one mistake in that.
Honestly, though, it was still
Well,
really impressive.
2,
Just
but whatever. I really like that level when it goes well. It can also go super poorly, and if you hit some thwomp thing, I don't know what those things are. If you hit one of those things too early, and you put it in a place where you can't access it, you just have to wait 15 seconds for it to come out. Also, this level's really cool. We're going to be using a melon badge here. This is our last planned badge usage.
okay.
And we're going to sequence break the whole level. So this is a level where you're supposed to go to the left side, to the right side, do a bunch of stuff, come out these doors, and unlock this bridge from the inside. But you can shoot a melon through there, and you just skip the whole level.
Oh, that is so good. I love that. See, I like that kind of stuff. Just little things you just didn't know about.
Yeah, me too. If you're doing a no badge run of this game, because that's a category, because a lot of runners don't like the RNG of the badges, which is completely fair. You can actually do this level in co-op mode, and you only have to do one section of the level instead of 2. It's just not quite as good as shooting that through the small gap with the melon.
Yeah. So I always think to myself when I see that kind of stuff, I'm like, why didn't I think of that? I always think that. I don't know. Like, I always get like, I don't know, competitive, but also like, I'm like, oh, it's so good. Why didn't I do it myself?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in this game that I didn't discover for myself, for sure. A lot of it, just watching other people do runs and learning from them. But I was pretty happy with the amount that I did find.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. A lot more 2-player strats found by me, especially. I really liked the 4-4 strat. I'm glad I got to show off at least the majority of it. Oh, no, that's not good. Okay. The bullet popped my balloon. Let's see if I can hit this little trick. This one it's not a huge time save by any means, but it is cool. Right here, there's a little section where this cannons shoot out. Nah, I missed it. You can skip over top of it, but it's a very precise jump to hit it at the right time. Because it's not just, did you hit it at the right time? It's did you jump off of the top of the bullet bill instead of the middle of the bullet bill? Because otherwise you don't get enough height.
Sorry, I'm like paying attention right now. I feel like the suspense is real. I'm so quiet right now.
Oh,
I'm just enjoying it. I'm literally watching it. All I know is that the balloons are so happy.
They are. They're very happy.
Happy balloons everywhere. Yeah. No, this game is just... You're bringing back a lot of good vibes.
Yes. Everybody that I've talked to that played this game is like, oh man, it was just so pleasing to play. There's a quick hit on the boss, by the way. That quick hit only works if you're mashing the cutscene skip and holding right. Otherwise, he moves too early.
Oh, does okay.
These other quick hits are not nearly as precise. You're just like waiting for him to come back, and then you can just hit him real quick. But
Gotcha.
the first one took me a minute to figure out what I was doing wrong with it. I almost fell through that little gap.
That would be bad.
Yeah.
That'd be very bad. I'm glad you didn't.
Yoshi's jamming.
Aww.
For sure.
Yeah. So I have a cat named Yoshi, by the way.
Oh, do you?
Because Yoshi is my favorite character on Smash Bros.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So, that's how I got my husband to fall in love with me, by the way. Just play around with Smash Brothers, and I won, and he fell in love. It was great.
That's great. That's such a good story.
Yeah. It was a good time.
2 more 2-player levels, by the way. This one, I guess the last 2 are very important to be 2-player levels. You get to skip quite a bit by being in 2 players here. Like that. You don't have to ride these balloons up.
Yeah. The boo-balloons. I don't know. Are they boo-balloons or balloons or balloons? I don't know. I can't decide. I'm thinking it's balloons, though.
Chat can figure it out for sure.
Chat, what do you think?
I've never met anybody smarter than chat. What am I doing? Just hovering over the wrong button. That's one of the hard things with playing with 2 controllers. I had to hit the right button, and I didn't. I like that little wall climb there. I think it looks pretty cool.
It is. So cute. Oh, that's hilarious. I forgot about that.
So a lot of this
I see
is
how
you're
you
supposed
are like
to.
totally skipping.
Oh yeah, you're supposed to be like luring those balloon or boos, whatever you want to call them, down and like riding them and all that. But we just yeet a Yoshi over top.
Oh, I love this. Such a good time.
So I really like the next level. It's probably my favorite level in the game because it was so shocking. At this point, we've seen a lot of mechanics. We're seeing a little bit of reuse. We're seeing some ideas that are like repeating, I guess is a good way to put it. And then you get to feel fuzzy, get clingy. And they introduce Velcro, and it's literally only in this level in the entire game. And I just loved that it was at the end. They just threw it third to last level from beating the game. And all of a sudden, here's a brand new mechanic that you've never seen and is nowhere else in the game.
I kind of wish that they had more of this.
Me too, but I do appreciate it being on its own.
That's only this level. Yeah.
I don't even know how I did that. I gotta be careful with health in this level.
Oh, because... Sorry, the way that you're bouncing right now is so cute.
Man. So sometimes when you bounce off of the one that you covered in yarn there, you don't take damage from that other guy. I don't understand it 100%, to be honest. Definitely hitting that checkpoint. I don't want to die here. Okay, so having speed up here lets you skip this a little bit. Well, if you hit the right buttons, for sure it does. We might still make it. Yeah. Aw, please, Yoshi. I was just trying to show off for GDQ.
Yoshi, come on.
All right, close enough.
Yeah, we got this.
And then it lets you skip this cycle because you can just barely make it on the edge of that. And you cannot make that without speed up for sure. I missed. Alright, well, this level did not go as well as I was hoping it would, but that's okay. That happens sometimes.
Oh, whoa, that's going super fast.
Yeah, the ones at the end are really fast for some reason.
Yeah. What the heck?
We're coming up on the end here. Because we only have 2 levels left.
Ooh. Well, I was going to ask, was there anything about, I know you were doing shout outs and everything like that, but for anyone new who came in, would you, if they had any questions about the speedrun, is it, like, what's the best way to get involved? And what would you advise?
So normally on that kind of question, I'm like, yeah, you get into the Discord and we help you. But there's not a Discord for this game, and I'm the only active runner. So come to my stream or my community Discord or something like that. Just hit me up. I'm not, like, when I stream, I'm streaming to 10 people, 12 people most of the time.
So it's a very chill.
Yeah, we're a real chill little community. It's not. I think some people might look at a GDQ stream and go, "Oh, this guy, he's getting 1,500 viewers because he has it on the GDQ stream." No, that's the GDQ stream. That's what the GDQ stream gets. A lot of the people that get featured here, we're just like hanging out. We're not. We're not even, at least me personally, I'm not trying to be a big streamer. I just enjoy my little niche spot. I make friends with the people that are watching, and I just hang out. And it's just a nice little hobby. I have no interest in making this like a career streaming thing. So, I know that was a little side note from that question, but yeah, just come talk to me. That's probably the easiest way to start getting involved with this game.
Yeah, so it's easy to approach you and find you. If they wanted to find you, we definitely have a lot of information that's easily accessible. But if you wanted to kind of have a shout out for yourself again, for anyone new that came in.
Oh, yeah, that'd be twitch.tv/QuillinAllTheFish. QW. A lot of people just auto put a U in their brain, so that happens a lot. Don't worry. Okay, this is the last level, and I didn't mention this before, but we played on file 1. It's very important to play on file 1 because you're the green Yoshi. File 2 is pink, file 3 is light blue, and we're going to specifically be taking one of these white yarn balls with us because this level is based on color. here in just a second, we're going to see 4 statues. And those statues are white, green, red, and blue. And you need to hit each of them with the color that they are. And the only places that exist those colors is the white ones exist in the very beginning and in one place in this level, the top left. The red one only exists in the bottom left, the green one in the top right, and the blue one in the bottom right. However, since we are red and green Yoshi, we can just throw the Yoshis at it. And then we stole one of the Skelebird things at the beginning of the level, so we got a white one from that. So the only thing that we have to run out and get is the blue one, which is back through here. And it skips 4 sections of the level.
Oh my goodness.
Or 3 sections of the level.
That's still a lot of the level. Like, a lot. Oh, Bowser's! Oh, that is cute.
So we've awakened baby Bowser, the statue, and for the road, one more auto-scroller.
One more auto-scroller right before.
But that's okay. It gives you...
So what's our goal with this one? We don't need gems.
Yeah, this one is just... we hope that the Magic Koopa gives us hearts so that we can take an extra hit. And he gave us one, which is a full extra hit. Because this game... things do 5 damage. Everything does 5 damage. But if you have... And nothing can knock you out if you have more than 1 heart. So if you have 6 hearts, you take... Or if you have 7 hearts, you take 5 damage. It takes you down to 2. Then you take another hit, which would do 5. Because you're at 2, it can only do 1. So you just live on 1 every time. So 1 extra heart is crucial if you're gonna die. Which I'm not planning to anyways, but... Alright, that was a little auto-scroller. Now we get into Final Boss Phase 1, and then we'll have Phase 2. In that order.
In that order?
In that order.
In that order?
So, this phase, not the most interesting. We're gonna hit him, and then he's gonna throw some fire. And then we're gonna hit him, and he's gonna throw some fire. And then he's gonna get big. And he's gonna throw some fire. And then we're gonna hit him. But the second phase is a lot more interesting in my opinion. We actually get to use a mechanic that we haven't used up until this point entirely. And that is, if you have both Yoshis and you ground pound at the same time, you get a super ground pound, which kills all the enemies on the screen. However, it also flips the yarn balls that he'll be throwing. And I'm saying this early because it's going to be hard to explain mid-fight.
Okay.
So, we're fighting Big Bowser Jr. First of all, we're in a 3D thing. 3D arena. So these yarn balls fall. By doing that ground pound, I have now changed the direction that those were facing, and I could get yarn out of it. And there's our first 4 hits. We got 4 more. And they're all in the back, so I might have to take 2 trips to get him. Get ready on time, by the way. Oh, I hit the ceiling. That was too far. How many arm balls do I have? 3. This fight has not gone super well, but that's okay. Oh, please, Yoshi. He didn't turn around. Okay, that's time.
Nice. Let's see. What did you get? Oh. 1 second. That was time. It is, let's see, 223.27.4.
That's not bad at all.
That is not bad at all.
So my PB is / world record is 222.10, and this is a long game. That's even though I got good RNG, I didn't play 100%, so that happens. But yeah, 223. I'm pretty happy with.
Yeah.
And as we wrap up, we get to see Baby Bowser sent to the moon.
Yeah. Baby Bowser's go to the
with
moon.
Poochie. And Poochie's... We probably won't get to see the whole thing on the screen, but Poochie does murder him afterwards.
Oh, well, okay. Well, I guess this is the question mark edition of Legally Cute. So I just wanted to say, before we head on out, I wanted to say thank you for showcasing this game. It was adorable, and you brought a lot of joy to my heart.
Thank you.
I appreciate you showing it. Was there anything last minute thank you or shout outs that you would like to say to your family or to your wife or anyone else?
Yeah, I'd love to give a couple quick ones. First of all, shout outs to GDQ for having me, and you as well, Rue. I know you do the selection process for Legally Cute, so thank you so much for choosing me. And for all the viewers, not even just me, if you were watching this and you enjoy watching a hotfix show, follow the runners, because a lot of us, including me, you're going to see pretty much what you just saw here on my stream, except maybe with a little bit less explaining of what the game is, unless somebody asks in the chat. We just hang out, we have a good time, and that's the case for most of the Twitch streamers that you see on here. So on that note, follow me if you want to. I'd appreciate it. And I'll give my shout outs to, I always shout out God, I always shout out my parents, I always shout out my wife. They're my 3 biggest supporters. Shout outs to all my viewers on the stream. I appreciate you guys all showing up, especially my mods who do a great job of making sure my stream stays family friendly, and I appreciate them. Shout outs once again to GDQ for having me, and I think that's good enough for my shout outs for here. I appreciate being here and getting to showcase my favorite game and do it in a reasonably fast manner. So thank you so much, everyone, and have a good night, everyone.
Yep. And that is the end to Legally Cute. I will be back with more 2 weeks from now. But in the meantime, I hope you all check out the Hotfix shows. Check out the calendar on our website. If you want to get involved, go always look there. It's up to date with each week. Thank you all for coming again, all my GD cuties. You all have a wonderful night. And I will see you